For those of you new to my channel, my name is Sunshine Rainbow, and I'm going to be giving you my honest review of the Ultimatum South Africa. Stay tuned till the end because I have an update on Nkateko's and Khanya's relationship after the reunion. For those returning, welcome back. Let's get into it. First off, these ladies came here to show out Lebo, as always. Stunting. She's so beautiful, honestly. I'm so happy to see her. But equally disappointed to hear that she got back with Nola. And it doesn't seem like he's changed his ways. He's probably still talking to other ladies like crazy in front of her. Probably still sleeping around on her. The way he was talking about Ruth, it was just like, no. But we'll get back to that. I want to just go through the couples in order in which the reunion did it. Ruth and Isaac, wow, wow, wow. Ruth gave us such drama with her and Nola, her deciding to sleep with him multiple times while on the experiment. I wonder if, given the opportunity, whether Isaac would have been loyal to Ruth. Like, had he been with a girl who he was not only attracted to, but also got along with, I wonder if they would have ended up sleeping together. He and Kenya, they had also saw each other naked in the shower, and it felt like they were really flirty. Maybe given the opportunity, Isaac would have done the same as Ruth. Who knows? Or maybe he's just too honest of a guy and wouldn't have pushed that boundary, but he was already naked in the shower with Kenya. So I don't know if Kenya was like, yeah, let's do it. I wonder what he would have said. As far as Ruth, I love that they pointed out that she is a seriously honest woman. Yeah, she put herself in a very compromising position with Nola, but the balls on her to speak her truth and to tell it to Libel, because seriously, it was not an easy thing to do. I feel like Ruth must have really been going through something in her relationship with Isaac to have slept with Nola. Just the way she approached it with her honesty, the way she confessed to Libel, it seemed like she didn't want to hurt Libel with her actions, but it seemed like if Isaac got hurt, she didn't seem to care. So I wonder what was going on in their relationship where she was just like that nonchalant about whether or not he found out versus like Libel, who she was like, yeah, I don't want to hurt this person, so I'm going to be honest with them. Okay, let's get back to Libel and Nola. What is wrong with Libel? I really don't get it.
Don't say it like that.
What's going on? Like, why would she go back to him? I don't get it. The way that played out, her and Nola on the reunion, her breaking up with him, having gotten back together with him after he cheated on her on television, that was weird to me. I kind of feel like she might just go back to him because that was just a weird timing. I am wholeheartedly praying and wishing for the best for her. And I hope that she's able to see how beautiful she is and just find a man who's going to just love on her and only want to love on her. That's the problem with Nola. I'm sure he loves on her, but he be loving on too many other people. Like Label said, he was admiring on Ruth at the reunion, but never once apologized for embarrassing her on TV. It's wild. This guy has zero accountability and no self-awareness or empathy. That's just all he was doing, was saying how he doesn't regret the time with Ruth, how it was so amazing, how'd he do it again, like, so did Ruth. Ruth said she'd do it again, but she said it in a way where it helped her to grow, and that's why she would do it again. He said he would do it again because basically he had so much fun, and when the question of did you fall in love with Ruth come up, he practically wanted to say yes. He just totally disrespected her on stage, and then he's probably just been disrespecting her this whole time that they've been together, and she's just been taking it. I'm so confused about Lebo and why she seems so attached to him. I'm sure when it's good, it's probably great, but when it's bad, it's so bad. She deserves more, and I'm hoping that she has the strength to builds that self-love, that self-esteem that she needs to realize she doesn't need Nola in her life. Like, she's got it. She can wait for the one man who's going to love on her and only her. Like, she does not need this man. I feel like the best payback would have been to never have gotten back with him and to have come to the reunion with your new sexier man. But hey, maybe being back on the show and like having to tell everyone, yeah, we're in a happy relationship, didn't stand with her. And she was just like, yeah, let's just be honest with our truth. Like, lying to this many people would be even harder. Maybe she lies to herself and him every day, but lying to millions of people watching this just was the eye opening that she needed to just stand up for herself and say, no, thank you. Just cannot move forward past this. And I truly hope that she can find the strength within herself and the self love within herself to see that this is not the man for her and to stick to it. That's the other thing, is like to stick to it. If you're liking the content so far, remember to like and subscribe. I'm so happy to see SZA and Lindley still together. Lindley is like so quick to marry, but he loves SZA and he knows that's the woman that he wants. That's what Lebo needs. A man who knows that's what he wants and that's all that he wants. Yeah, he fumbled around with Tabby, but he grew from this. Both couples came out stronger, I feel like. Genesis, wow. Like, who is Genesis? Genesis 2.0, that's what we have here. Like, he is a grown man. Like, he is the only man who stood up to go talk to Nola. Here he is just dropping Yoda wisdom on Nola. Young Padawan, this is all you need in order to realize your truth. And he's just like, yeah, nah, not hearing you. You're not speaking my language here, bro. Like he said, he's living in his denial and he's sticking to it. Man, Genesis, wow. He is Genesis 2.0, Mr. Wisdom. The way he just holds himself, the way that he was just speaking in the reunion, just like, I'm a man. I felt like at the beginning of the show, Genesis was like a little boyish. He had not only had a boyish look to him, but he just had a boyish way of being to him, just very playful. And now we see Genesis 2.0, the man. I love seeing the way that he talks about just making sure that he respects the family, him trying to do it right. And he even said that at the beginning of the show, that that's the reason why they weren't married, because he was not in a position to come to the family like, hey, I'm ready for your daughter. This is what I have, and this is what I'm going to provide for her. He was not in a position to do that. But I love seeing that Genesis, the man, is putting himself in the position to do that. And you can see that he's not only worked on himself, but he's worked on his relationship. I see Tabby. She's like, yeah, that's my man. She sees he's grown, and I really like seeing their dynamic. Courtney and Aiden. Aiden was one of the best characters on the show. He was so wholesome. He was so nice. It was great to see how he was so supportive of Label on the show when everything was going down. And Courtney, I don't really have much to say because we didn't really get any drama or content from her. So there's not really much to say, but I'm happy that they're together because it seems like they're really in love with each other and that he was definitely going to leave with her. He respected her throughout the whole show. They both respected each other throughout the whole show, and it was clear they're going to end up together. Wow, so Kenya and Nkateko are happily in their relationship with their baby, and they seem to be really happy, which is really amazing. I mean, I think they might be perfect for each other, honestly. The way that they acted on the show, the way that Tatego held himself in the show, and it just seemed like they might have been perfect for each other. Even, I feel like when I first started watching the season, and the way he would talk about her and say, like, oh, the bad stuff he would say about her, but then it was like, but why are you in a relationship with her? So it just gave vibes like they're forever. Like, even though he's talking bad about her, he's not going nowhere. So I kind of felt like he was going to pick her and not pick SZA, even though he was having such a cool time with her. Kenya's apology, I mean, it seems very sincere, but she's really good at coming off sincere. Has she changed? Has the therapy helped? I mean, everyone's going to therapy. We all in therapy, right? Diddy's in therapy. The Love is Blind guys in therapy, everybody's in therapy, right? So she went to therapy, she's changed. And so, you know how therapy works miracles. So everyone's going to therapy. They're all saved. So she's completely a new person. This is the new Kenya who's super sincere, super apologetic, and she doesn't flip off like we saw her flip off in the show. I do want to briefly talk about Kenya's behavior in the show because it set my nervous system array. I'm telling you, like, she put me in fight or flight watching the way that she spoke to SZA when Nkateko dragged her to her house. Like, that was wild. Like, watching that, it stressed me out so much. I'm glad that she came and apologized. I'm giving her a little grace because it was a very stressful situation for everyone. Not an excuse for her behavior, just acknowledging that, hey, very high stressful environment, her flipping out like that, I'm not surprised. Anyone can flip out. But what's getting to me is what's happening on the TikTok level and the social media level. There are rumors out there, or some girl came out and she talked about Khanya is her childhood bully. There are even crazier claims about her online, but I only want to state facts, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But it's crazy out here. They announced in the reunion that they had a child, and I saw that online before the reunion came out. I mean, I expected no less, but I'm happy for them that they have a beautiful child. I could totally see her being just all about her kid and just being super duper loving with her kid. She definitely gives those vibes that she likes what she likes and she hates what she hates. And that's just it. The Ultimatum South Africa is the best ultimatum and probably one of the best dating shows on Netflix. I mean, it has all the bars, the drama, the wholesomeness, the love, like the great storylines, great characters, like the authenticity. You see everyone just being their true self. I love that. And I love the production team. Cast was beautiful to see. I don't know what it was about seeing the black cast that just lit me up. I enjoyed watching them. So I am so excited to see another South Africa Ultimatum Season 2. Come on, Netflix. Don't cancel this one. Okay, literally, as I'm editing this video, it comes out that Nkateko and Khanya are not together. He put on his Instagram, shortly after shooting the reunion, Kenya and I agreed that even though we're not together anymore, what matters more is finalizing matters regarding Q. This is very funny. You know what? I wonder if they weren't even together when they were at the reunion and they just said they were together just for the reunion. Craziness. I could see that happening. Kanya convincing him to just say they're a couple, which would be really funny if that actually occurred. That's just my crazy theory. He put on his Instagram that despite the betrayal of Kanya on the ultimatum, I want to acknowledge Kanya's support and her abilities as a mother. Since the birth of Q, there is more to her than blah blah blah. Following the recent altercation, legal measures were necessary to facilitate potential co-parenting. He says in the post-altercation, I wonder what happened. That's crazy. From her behavior in the show, we do see that there are times that she puts her hands on him. Yeah, and somebody asked him, cleared out, are you guys still dating in the comment section on his Instagram? And he clearly states, no. We are not dating anymore. Thank you for joining me for my honest review of the Ultimatum South Africa. Remember to like and subscribe. And continue the conversation in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts.